Hey everyone, it's Royce. I didn't know if I was going to make this video, but I think I probably should just because it's good to touch base. And I've learned from work the hard way that communication is key. And if you don't communicate with people, then a lot of miscommunications are going to happen. So, before we get into the quote unquote drama, let's start with the major thing. Well, I don't know. Major is a relative term right now. So my car, it died on the way to the mechanic. It is now at the mechanic. He was a very nice man. He towed it. I was actually taking it to a dumpster so that I could clean it out because, well, I'm a working guy. I kind of live out of that thing sometimes. And it's the repairs are going okay. From what I can understand, it's a coolant pump issue, or it's a coolant issue. It started leaking, but that could also still be, the other stuff as well. So I am asking him to take a look at the water pump and everything, uh, and get an oil change as well. Which I mean, like that's just standard. It's been like 3 months since my last oil change. That needed to be done either way. Um, but now we get on to the part that I'm not sure about. Someone who I trusted and thought was a friend betrayed my trust. Now, I I don't know how to go through this because I don't want to describe what the email he sent said. It was disgusting. I just when you look like me, when you're let's be honest, you're not the most handsome guy in the world, and also morbidly obese. You don't expect to be sexually harassed. That's like the one thing you don't expect. And I like to, and like I thought I was very, I thought I was very like kind but firm when I established boundaries with him. I said like, look, I know you're into this, and I understand, but I don't want to lead you on, and I hate the term friend zone, but I kind of was telling him like like that's all this will be. I'm not going to do anything weird, and he still sent a very crude email. I don't. Well, I should just talk. I'm not going to monetize this video. I should just talk about it. He asked me to basically become a private OnlyFans for him. And he described how I made him feel in some very lewd ways. And I just want to say this behavior would have been unacceptable from anyone. If it had been a woman, I would have still felt really weird about it and uncomfortable. Like I don't I'm not asexual by any means, but I'm it's uncomfortable. This is my public facing persona. Like I don't adopt a persona per se, but like I'm not going to go into, my likes and dislikes in that area on camera. I'm not going to be that kind of person. I don't know. Everything just feels so weird right now. The last time something like this happened to me, which is weird to think that it would happen more than once to a guy like me. But was actually on the phone. Some scam caller was trying to get me to give him money at work, and I kept giving him fake numbers for my personal cell phone because he's like, "Oh well, I need to get on your personal cell phone with you so that the shipping person can call you." And I knew that was a lie because I'd seen that scam before and didn't fall for it then either. And so I kept giving him I kept giving him the dump line and other like weird lines, and he he eventually abandoned his bit and started, because he thought I was a woman, he started making lewd, he's talking about my proposed women areas and saying what he was going to do to them. And to quote John Mulaney, I was not mad because he thought I was a woman. I was mad because he was being a misogynistic pig. And I just, I don't know. It's like, talking that way to me is unacceptable from anyone. And to the person, if he is watching this, why would you do that? I defended you. Okay? People made fun of you in my comments, and I removed their comments. I blocked them. I thought that you were just a chill dude. Okay? And you do this. You do this. You prove all of them right. And I feel so dirty about everything. Uh, I don't know, man. I just. God only knows, like, oh, well, now he's going to want a refund for all his stuff. Like, I don't know. Can he demand a refund from GoFundMe? Can he demand a refund from the weird gift card site? Like, I. I didn't think that I would be someone's object of obsession, and it feels wrong to be. I'm not a cam girl. I'm not a thirst trap. I don't I don't do this to be objectified. Like, it's weird that I have to say that. I don't wear anything. I don't do this bare chested or anything. I don't. And plus, I'm not. Like, look at this nose. Look at my. Like, my body is basically egg shaped. My head looks like a potato. I shouldn't have. That should be the one thing I don't have to worry about. Bullying about my body weight. Bullying about stumbling over my words. The one thing I shouldn't have to worry about, it feels like, is sexual harassment. And yet, here we are. I'm talking to a camera in front of two posters of superheroes. I started doing. I didn't, like, delusions of grandeur aside, I didn't start this because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get a bunch of subscribers. No, I did this because I'm like, I like eating weird food and I like sharing it, so I'll talk to people about it. Because no one else will listen to me. Like, I mean, that's kind of the thing, is like, that's why I do this, is because I don't get to talk to people very much, or at least I don't get to be the one talking. People like talking at me. They don't like talking with me. They don't like discussing stuff that interests me. And yeah, it's hard to deal with that sometimes. I am an introvert, but I do like expressing my opinions. I also think it is pretty funny that, like, even though I tried to, be at least a little, not, what's the word? Not deceitful, but like, oh god, I'm gonna remember this after I finish, and I'm gonna hate myself. I tried to keep it like, not name them specifically, and people immediately sussed it out. Like, well, part of me hopes that maybe it was someone who, you know, had had like knew who this guy was, and was doing it specifically to, you know, frame them basically. But it's, I don't know, that seems like a lot of stuff to go through for that one little thing to, but the whole situation is just weird. Okay, it's weird and it makes me uncomfortable, and I just want it to go away. Monday, June, was it June 6th, was just an awful day for me. My car died, and I got a sexually harassing email that just made me feel gross. And to cap it all off, my mom joked that maybe I should take him up on the offer just to make a few extra bones. Or lie to him and say that I'm asexual. And I'm like, I don't want to lie, and also, my mom, God bless her, she's a good cook and usually a very good person, but she doesn't know when to take things seriously. Or at least, she doesn't know when to take things that are important to me seriously. She took things very seriously when I was a kid. If I didn't take the trash out, it was a personal attack against her and her honor. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just gonna post the video. I'm not gonna wait for monetization. I'm not turning ads on this one. If you see ads on it, it's effing YouTube. I'll post. I don't know. You'll just have to believe me, because I could post a clip of like a picture, a screen cap showing that I don't have monetization turned on, but then it could also be like, oh well, he just turned it off and on again. Which, no, this isn't this isn't going to be monetized. I've got a bunch of videos filmed too. I was waiting for the June month to start posting them because I had already reached the $100 window for May, and I'm like, well, I should probably just keep these on the back burner, get a head start on June. And so now I've got all these videos where I don't know what's about to happen to me. Let's see, I did one where I tried some stupid pineapple jerky, some the pink sauce, the new taco burgers over at Taco John's. I even recorded the pilot for a new show where I talk about one of my childhood action figures. Which, wow, that's kind of tonal whiplash there, ain't it? Royce's precious childhood memories against being, sent lewd emails from strangers on the internet. Goodbye, childhood innocence. I don't know. And I do just want to say that this is a single incident. This is the first time this has ever happened to me. And The LGBTQ rights are still very important. I just want to get that out there. I don't want to become the face of like effing the anti gay movement because I had a bad experience. Gay people are awesome. Lesbians are awesome. Trans people are awesome. The LGBTQ rainbow is awesome. Okay? And if you disagree with that, then you're an asshole. And you shouldn't be on this effing channel. So, I guess that's it. Y'all have a good one. This is Royce Miller signing out. Happy Pride.